As fun as fantasy games are, picking the top ones can be quite a struggle, as every player has different expectations from them. Some players want to explore the open worlds of a mythical land, while others prefer a heartwarming narrative or a mix of the two. In this video, we'll rank some of the best fantasy games you could find for the Nintendo Switch based on a mix of these factors. The Switch is arguably the best console for playing fantasy games, as it allows you to travel to these worlds from the comfort of your bed or on your travels. Let's jump in. Number 10. Dragon Quest XI Special Edition Echoes of an Elusive Age. Dragon Quest XI Special Edition Echoes of an Elusive Age is one of the best entries in the legendary RPG series. This game features a breathtaking open world called Erdrea, along with an amazing storyline about our hero rising to their destiny and saving the world. It's the simplicity of this game which makes it so good. It takes all the typical traits you would expect from a fantasy game and executes them flawlessly. The characters and monsters are all well designed and combat is fun, even though it is turn-based. Number 9. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is one of the best JRPGs you can try out for the Switch, even if you haven't played the first two parts. The massive world is filled with bizarre creatures, and the game has an interesting storyline with some of the most likable characters, which is what makes this game so good. You can spend many hours playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, as it is full of side quests that are just as entertaining as the main ones. Although the combat system of this game can be slightly confusing at first, it is a lot of fun once you get used to it. Number 8. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Skyrim is one of the most popular fantasy games ever, and it is fun on the Switch as any other console. The beautiful visuals of the game are replicated well, and it looks equally stunning, even though it's one of the oldest games on this list. There are also a few exclusive items you can get if you buy the Anniversary Edition on the Switch. The only problem with playing Skyrim on the Switch is that you won't be able to use mods, which have become a big part of the game for most players, but the vanilla content is still quite fun and can keep you entertained for hundreds of hours. Number 7. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Pokemon Legends of Arceus is not what you would expect from a typical Pokemon game. This game reimagines a lot of the normal Pokemon features, including the storyline, which sends you back in time to explore the rifts that are appearing across the land. Another cool part of Arceus is how Pokemon behave in the wild. Each creature seems to have their own unique personality, even when you're not in contact with them, which makes for quite a fun change. The catching and combat mechanics are also quite different and make this game a must-try for all Pokemon fans. Number 6. Fire Emblem Engage. While not all fans universally love Fire Emblem Engage, it can be the perfect game for players looking to enter into the fantasy genre and the iconic Fire Emblem series. Its story revolves around the protagonist, Atelier, who realizes his destiny is to defeat the Fell Dragons with the 12 Emblem Rings. This game stands out because of its combat mechanics, which are slightly improved from the previous Fire Emblem games and put a lot of focus on your tactical knowledge. Number 5. Final Fantasy VII. You can't make a fantasy games list without including Final Fantasy, and we've decided to go with Final Fantasy VII, as it is arguably the best game of the series, even after so many years. This game's storyline is one of the best we've ever seen and has the perfect mix of lighthearted jokes and serious moments. Although the outdated graphics in the linear world might put off some newer gamers, Final Fantasy VII still manages to create an incredible experience. Number 4. Atelier Ryza 3. Alchemist of the End and The Secret Key. Might be the final part of the trilogy, but it is by far the best one. There is an amazing blend of engaging combat and immersive storyline with entertaining characters. The crafting system of the game is also very intricate, and a large part of your time will be spent creating items. This is also a very cozy and comforting game due to its beautiful environments, which makes it a perfect game for the Switch. Number 3. Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars is a modern take on old school JRPGs such as Chrono Trigger. The graphics of this game may be pixelated, but the detailed colors and animations make the world look amazing. Other elements such as its amazing level designs and puzzles make the gameplay enjoyable. Combat in Sea of Stars is also pretty fun, but it's nothing too special. Like any classic JRPG, Sea of Stars nails the music, which adds even more to the game and makes it a lot more fun to play. Number 2. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. With floating worlds, mythical bosses, and a beautiful open world to explore, it doesn't get much more fantastical than the world of Hyrule. The narrative of Tears of the Kingdom is also exactly what you would expect from a fantasy game. You can also check out its predecessor, Breath of the Wild, if you want, although Tears of the Kingdom is a much more solid and well-rounded game. Number 1. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The open world in The Witcher 3 is absolutely breathtaking and has a lot of content to explore, including many in-depth side quests. This game takes many typical fantasy tropes and adds a darker and mysterious twist to them. Combat is also one of the best parts of The Witcher 3, and the boss fights are fun, yet very challenging at higher difficulties. Didn't see your favorite fantasy game on this list? That's okay, let us know in the comments what your favorite fantasy game is for the Nintendo Switch.